Welcome, and thank you for joining me on the mat today. This practice is going to be a yin yoga practice, where we hold the postures for several minutes in a relaxed manner, allowing the connective tissue of the body to open and release tension. The focus today is going to be on the shoulders. To begin, find a comfortable seated position on your mat, closing the eyes for a moment. Resting the awareness inside your body, feeling the gentle weight of your hands resting in your lap or on your thighs, feeling the connection of your sitting bones to the earth. Allow the legs to become heavy, releasing tension, especially from the inner thighs. Softening the belly and the chest, allowing them to rise and fall naturally with every breath. Deepening the inhalation and the exhalation, allowing all the air to be pushed out. Take 3 more deep breaths. Each inhalation deeper than the one before. Each exhalation fuller and more complete. And slowly opening the eyes, we begin with a gentle joint warm-up, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder, and if this feels comfortable, walking the left fingertips away from you. Holding for 5 deep breaths. And if you would like to go deeper, resting the right hand on the side of your head, not pushing, just allowing the weight of the hand to deepen the stretch. Slowly release, come back to center. And then drop the left ear to your left shoulder, walking the right fingertips away from your body. You can rest the left hand on your head, allowing the weight to pull you deeper. And then slowly come back to center, interlace the hands behind your head, and then draw your chin towards your chest, keeping the spine long, elbows heavy, sinking down towards the ground. Slowly release, hands down towards the thighs or the floor. And then we circle the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale down. From here we move to our first yin yoga posture, the Sphinx pose. So come to lie down on your belly, placing the elbows roughly underneath the shoulders, the fingers spread wide and relaxed. Keeping the neck long, shoulders away from the ears. So that requires a little muscular engagement in the upper back. But we want to make sure we keep the rest of the body completely relaxed. Maybe wiggling the hips from side to side for a moment. Releasing tension from the lumbar spine and softening the thighs. And then finding to stillness. If this feels challenging, you can use a big pillow or a bolster like this underneath your chest. Gently drawing the chin towards your chest, closing down the eyes if it feels comfortable. Take a few deep breaths, allowing the body to relax. In our daily life, we often have a very young attitude, striving to get things done. And we often take this on the mat, pushing our body into postures. But in Yin Yoga, we want to let go of this effort and find surrender. From a place of relaxation, going deeper. Allowing time and gravity to work for us. Stay present throughout this practice. So whenever you find the mind has wandered, gently bring the awareness back into your body. Because we move so slowly, because there's so little happening externally, Yin Yoga is a great practice of mindfulness. Really becoming aware of what is happening in our internal world. We're going to stay for about 3 more minutes. If you would like to go deeper, you can point the fingers slightly out and then extend the elbows, coming to seal pose. Now, if that feels like it's too much for the lower back, just gently come back down to your Sphinx. Or you can place the legs a little wider. That should help with releasing some tension. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Gaze forward, chin gently drawn towards the chest. This is not cobra pose, so we don't place the hands underneath the shoulders, but quite far in front of the body. Allow the glutes and the thighs to relax. Rest your awareness inside the body. Where can you feel sensations? We stay for 60 more seconds. Shoulders away from the ears, spine long. Feeling the opening of the front body, the compression in the back body. Five more deep breaths. And then slowly release your props to the side and come to lie down on your belly. Maybe creating a cushion with your hands to rest your forehead. Allowing the spine to return to its neutral, natural position. Taking this time to tune into the body, feel the shifts that are happening. And then from here we move to our next posture, the open wing pose. Starting, as we always do in yin, on the left side. Placing the left hand outside the mat, palm down, making sure the elbow is either in line or above the shoulder. From here, using your right hand to gently roll yourself over onto your left hip. I have to be a bit careful here because of the microphone, but you can fully roll yourself onto this left hip. Feeling the sensation in the shoulder. If it feels too much, resting your head on a cushion. If you would like to go deeper, you can bend the right knee to point up, resting the right foot on the ground. Now for me, that feels a bit too much, so I bring the knee back down. You could also place a bolster in front of you, resting the right knee on top. We stay here for about 3 minutes. You can close your eyes. Focusing fully on the sensations in the left shoulder. Often we tend to distract ourselves, avoiding discomfort. But in Yin Yoga, we really want to look within. We are halfway through now, 1.5 minutes left. You can explore if maybe if you haven't yet, you would like to bend that right knee up, resting the foot on the mat, going a little bit deeper into the pose. Or perhaps you would like to rest that knee down again for more gentle variation. Always listening to what the body needs and honoring it in your practice. Five more deep breaths here. And then slowly rolling back onto your belly, releasing that left shoulder. And we move straight through to the next posture. Again, the left arm, this time crossing it in front of the chest. And then resting the forehead straight down onto the mat. If you can't reach the forehead all the way down, or it simply feels too intense for the shoulder, resting it on your cushion. The right arm just lands wherever it feels comfortable. Make sure that here you're not falling over to the left side, but really face straight down towards the earth. Taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. allowing the body to relax into its new shape. Feel how even in stillness, the body is always moving, expanding and contracting with every breath. By balancing our yin and yang yoga practice, we get to experience the stillness in the movement and the movement within the stillness. Finding the harmony between the two, the yin and the yang. We take 5 more deep breaths. And then slowly pushing the floor away with your right hand, release the left arm, and then rest the right ear on the mat. The fingertips resting beside your hips, allowing the shoulders to become heavy, sink into the ground. Observing what is happening in your left shoulder. And then moving through to the other side, placing the right hand outside the mat, elbow either in line or above your shoulder, palm faces down. Rolling onto the right hip until you can feel the sensation in your right shoulder. If it's too much, rest the head on your cushion. If you would like to go deeper, you can bend the left knee up, resting the foot on the ground. Perhaps even circling the left hand behind your back. Holding here for about 3 minutes. For the first minute, just finding that place of relaxation from where you can go deeper. Allowing the body to become completely still. Last 60 seconds here. Explore if you would like to go deeper or maybe gently ease back down, dropping the left knee to the floor or resting it on a bolster. Five more breaths. And then slowly roll down onto your belly, feeling that release in the left shoulder, the right shoulder and the right arm. And then moving straight through to your next posture, crossing the right arm in front of the chest. And then resting the forehead down on your pillow or the mat. Allowing the left hand to just land wherever it feels good. Again, holding for 3 minutes. If at any time you feel like you want to modify the pose, feel free to do so. Remembering that this is your practice. And in Yin Yoga, it's not about what the posture looks like. It's really about what it feels like inside your unique body. We take 5 more deep breaths. then slowly we push the floor away with the left hand to release the right arm. Come to lie down again on your belly, resting the left ear on the mat, sweeping the fingers back to relax the shoulders. Always taking this moment of rebound between our postures, allowing the energy flow that was restricted before to move freely through the body, flushing the tissues, removing everything that was stagnant before. Slowly come to lift up to a seated position. Having your props close by in case you need them. And we're going to come to a shoelace pose. So first crossing the left knee over the right, placing the knees on top of each other. Perhaps coming forward for a moment, arranging your legs, and sitting back down. If this feels too intense, there's a few options. One, you can try to sit up on a cushion, lifting the hips a little higher. That should already make it feel more comfortable. If this is still too much for you, just placing the legs on top of each other, kind of creating a square posture. If that is too much, finding any comfortable cross-legged pose. So just explore here for a moment which posture is right for you. The left leg is always on top. And then wherever you are, first we just take a few deep breaths, the eyes gently closed, allowing the body to relax. And from here we're going to start on opening the side body. So bringing the right hand to the floor, maybe even lowering down to the elbow if it's accessible for you without lifting the hips. And then the left arm reaching over the head, just resting the hands behind. Feeling that opening from the left hip all the way into the left shoulder. If this is too much for you, you can always walk the hands closer towards the body. Deep and steady breaths. Allowing these moments of stillness to be moments of introspection, of resting your awareness inside your body. Not running away with the fluctuations of the mind. We stay for one more minute. If you would like to release the arm at any time, you can. And then slowly walk yourself back to center, staying here for a moment. And then release the legs. Lengthening out in front of you, resting your body weight on the hands, gently moving the legs from side to side. And then coming back to stillness. Feeling what is changing in the body. And then moving through to the other side. Find your variation, either resting the right calf on top of the left, crossing the legs, or coming to the full shoelace pose. Bringing the weight to the hands for a moment, stacking the knees on top of each other, and then sinking down in between the feet. Closing the eyes here. Breathing deeply, feeling, tuning into the body. And then opening the right side body, we place the left hand on the mat. Maybe lowering all the way down to the forearm if that feels accessible, or resting the elbow on a cushion even. The right arm reaching over the head, resting behind. Just exploring what feels good here, where the body would like to be. Making sure both sitting bones remain grounded. If you feel that the right hip is lifting up, just bring your body weight slightly back towards the center. Holding for one more minute. First, releasing the right arm down. And then slowly coming back to center. Feeling the spine coming back to neutral. And then from here, release the legs. Bring your weight to your hands and shake them out gently. Moving the feet from side to side or towards and away from each other. And then coming back to stillness. Being fully present. Observing the body. And then when you're ready, come to lie down on your back. If you have long hair, perhaps releasing the ponytail, make space for the neck. And then from here, we reach the arms out over the head, lengthening through the spine. And then walking the upper body over towards the right side, keeping the hips, the sitting bones firmly rooted on the mat, not moving. From here, also then moving the legs to your right side, creating a shape like a banana, going as far as it feels good for you, making sure that the left hip stays down. Feeling the sensation perhaps in your left shoulder or along the outside of the left hip, the IT band. If at any point you feel discomfort in the arms, perhaps some tingling, you can bring them further down, maybe holding onto the elbows or resting the arms on a cushion. If you would like to go deeper, you can try crossing your left ankle over the right foot, exploring what that feels like. Or maybe just walking your legs and upper body more over towards the right. Make sure you're not pushing yourself too far. Really move from a place of relaxation and love and kindness for the body. Last minute in this posture. Five more deep breaths. And slowly moving first the legs back to center and then the upper body. Relaxing the arms down for a moment, resting the hands on your body or beside. Feeling the connection to the ground, the support of Mother Earth. Feeling also the difference between the left and the right side of your body. One side more yin and the other more yang. And then again we reach the arms out over the head. Walking the upper body towards the left, keeping the hips firm on the ground. And walking the legs over to the left side, coming to this banana pose. If you feel tension in the arms, just bringing them slightly down, holding on to the elbows. Making sure your right hip is still down on the mat. Feeling into the sensations along the right side body. This whole long line of fascia that keeps the body compact in its shape. Just gently creating space there. Activating also the energy channels, the meridians that run through this part of the body. Tension on the right side, lengthening, and compression on the left. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, cross your right ankle over the left foot, or walk your legs and upper body more towards the left side. Staying here for one final minute. Five last deep conscious breaths. And then slowly release the legs, release the upper body, rest the arms down by your side. Coming to your final Shavasana. Relaxing through the toes, the ankles, the calf and thigh muscles. Melting into the ground, becoming heavy. Your arms completely relaxed, the fingers gently curled up into the hands. Your neck and throat softening. Any tension being released from the facial muscles. Staying here for a few more minutes. Allowing both the body and the mind to integrate the effects of this practice. Thank you for joining me today.